It is a skill. It is a practice skill. It is a necessary skill. Ooh,
the secret to a great blowjob is saliva, saliva, saliva.
It's important for us to learn from this because I think we lose because we beat ourselves.
You need to swallow it too.
I understand the problem here.
The people don't understand esophagus is the main player of the game.
Try to stay away from it as much as I can.
You can start by licking the tip.
I didn't understand it, but...
Patrick Agyemang to Bambi or a newborn giraffe or what?
All right, welcome to Straight Red Card. I've got on my television here the Colts 49ers game because the Colts got to win this game or they're out. They're pretty much done. I did get this feeling listening to some of the theme songs of the dart players as they came on to the tournament because it's like a boxing thing, right? In darts, they're announced like it's a boxing thing. And then they're coming out of this corner, blah, 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 and then they have a theme song that's played as they come out, and they dance around and clap. One of them had Foreigner's Cold as Ice. This is Darren Ice Cold Beverage. It's the name of the player. His nickname's Ice Cold. And he plays Cold as Ice when he comes out. I come to the conclusion that Foreigner wrote the worst lyrics humanly possible by a band. Really. It's their walkout song. Thank you. Yes. So everybody's got to walk out. It's like boxing. You got to walk out. So, all right. Yeah. Foreigner. You're as cold as ice. You're going to sacrifice our love. What the? I cannot stand that band. And the music is all right, but it's not great.
I get those two lines of lyrics right there. I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, but it's just cheesy.
You're as cold as ice.
And you're gonna sacrifice our love. It's just so corny.
God, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm just saying I understand. It's not like it was like just something out of left field completely. It makes sense. It's just
hey, talk about porn names.
Yeah.
So the two guys calling one of the matches today, darts matches, was Wayne Martle. Okay, that's the normal name. The other one was Rod Stud. Rod Stud. Yep, that's his name. RODSTU. Now, get this. 2 Ds. Stud.
So his family historically raised horses?
I don't know. It's just a freaky weird name. I was thinking that dude should have gotten a porn with a name like Rod Stud. But he's calling darts matches. Yeah. So there you go. Putos. Damn it.
69.
You got me. 69 says $2. Do you think a 64 team World Cup is inevitable? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've already talked about it.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think they're going to necessarily implement it by 2030, but 2034, sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And then you'll get to see Fiji get their ass kicked 13-0. Or New Caledonia, probably more likely, get their ass kicked.
We already can see Fiji.
15-1. Yeah. So, yeah, they'll be 64 at one point. If they get cheeky, they might make it 69. Who knows?
I think at some point, though, if they do like 64, instead of dispersing them out evenly across the board, that they'll just sort of like lean on the scales and say, hey, this federation's good, not federation, but whatever, the UEFA or, I guess UEFA and Africa and Asia are going to be the only ones because all of South America is practically in. And need 42 US or CONCACAF teams. So
right, you're frozen. Am I?
I am frozen. Yes.
Okay. Hey, Robin says, Derek, how good was Leonard Gates, USA, with his dancing and also his win in the first round of darts? He was great. I still contend that he's probably the best American darts player currently. I don't think Danny Lauby is better than Leonard Gates. Danny Lauby's a choker. Leonard Gates is a grown man. Yeah, I think he's in his 50s. Dude can throw some darts. And, yeah, I love his dance. It's good stuff. He's entertaining. Don't tell me if he's already played tonight, because I haven't watched the second part 2. So I got to watch that. I don't think he played tonight, but if he did, don't tell me. All right. Okay, Super Pretzels suck. I want to be really clear about that.
You just can jump into that. I mean, you got to give me some kind of heads up because I still have to pull that shit up. And you're going to be 3/4 of the way through the topic before I can even pull it up.
This was a regular, these pretzels have been in my life since I was a child. Okay? Since I was a child. We had these Super Pretzels in my house. They've changed the recipe. They have absolutely ruined, as I say here, a good product. Sometimes you need to own up and admit it and go back to what was working. Your new product, I say them, is ass, Super Pretzel. The whole, we were going to make it more German, is BS. I'm German. The old ones were more German. New ones, more like a mall pretzel. Okay, that's what they are. They're
Auntie-Anne's. That's what you were trying to come up with.
Yes, that.
Which I defended Auntie-Anne's and said, hey, that's a great pretzel. They get some dough, they batter in some butter, and then they stick it in cinnamon sugar and give it to you. Of course, it's a wonderful pretzel. It's practically German right there.
It's really good if that with the sugary stuff, but I think their pretzels suck with salt because it's pizza dough basically.
Sure,
that's not what pretzel dough is. It's a different kind. It has different ingredients. It doesn't. The old one was crunchy and soft on the inside. Now it's just one big dough mass. It's disgusting, and I want to let them know they ruined basically something that's been in my fridge since I was a kid.
Could you try to alter the way you cook it
There's
to make
no
the
way
outside crunchy?
Nope.
Maybe bake it for a bit and then do like a little broil at the end of it.
It's still different dough. It just doesn't taste the same. It doesn't have the same flavor. It's ass is what it is. Now, granted, I could dip it in sugar and cinnamon and probably be fine. Probably could do that. But now that I've got this box in my fridge and I found out they have a new ingredients and a whole new recipe, now I'm not going to eat the rest of these. So maybe I will do what you just suggested, which is, hey, man, just make them into donuts. At this point, fuck it. Well. Fry them. I'll fry them, make them into donuts. All right. Anyhow, I had to get that out there because I've been up their ass this week. And then lastly, I noticed there's this bass player guy named Davey 504. He's got 6. You know him?
Yes, I know Davey. I mean, I don't know personally, but I've seen a number of his stuff. Yeah. 16
million followers for playing bass. But it's not just that he plays bass. He's funny. He's got a good sense of humor.
I think we brought him up when we talked about the Do as well.
Have we? Okay.
Do you know who the Do is?
Yes. I do.
Guitarist that goes on Omegle, fucks around.
Yep.
His video gameplay is hysterical.
Yeah. I mean, I've ran into him because I watch a lot of other musical YouTube pages, and it was just something that popped up and started watching it. I was like, yeah, I'll watch this too. This guy knows his stuff. He can play a fucking bass guitar, not my kind of bass guitar, but it's like Jerry Seinfeld stupid stuff. I don't like that.
Slap in there.
Slap bass. Fucking hate it. Hate slap bass. Do not touch that around me. I would kill my bassist if he played slap bass on one of my songs. I would slap them is what I would do. Anyhow, that would never happen. So, but I do like him. I think he's really entertaining. Yeah. So just crazy, a bass show about a bass guitarist.
There's a bunch of if you go out and look, there's a bunch, any instrument you really want. I mean, insert person goes on Omegle, plays songs or whatever that are requested. And they all have a personality of their own.
Yeah.
But I think the Do and I think Davey are funny to listen to.
Yeah, he's got a great sense. It's very dry humor, but very good. Very good. All right, that's all I had, Brett, for bullshit.
Very French, Canadian, Frenchish type of sound to him, isn't he?
He's Italian.
He's Italian. Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm. So he's got that romantic language sounding speak. Yeah.
You can see why I was confused, though.
Don't ask Derek.
Sorry.
Don't ask Derek where his last bassist is right now. I know where he is. He is in Bloomington, Indiana, and his name is Josh. And we just played the last October, not the one before that. Can't believe that's been a year since we made our little comeback at that festival.
Let's talk about the last bassist you had that slapped the bass.
Oh. Never really had a basis.
You buried him out in the desert, right? Just with all your hookers, right?
I wouldn't. I'd just fire him.
Yeah. Right-footed left back says, "I wish we had a Camp Cup." This might be the only year that I'm also going to say this.
Yeah, I agree.
I kind of wish there was a Camp Cupcake right now.
I mean, if
something to talk about, guys.
It would be something to talk about, and there's a really good chance that Luna and Berhalter and at least two other guys and some goalkeepers are going to make the team. So maybe you could have at least a game where they stay in shape, because they're not going to play for a while. So when March comes around, Berhalter's going to be he's going to keep himself.
It's very unlikely that Blackman would ever get included back in March, so we got to give him another chance.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
By any means, but still, that's my choice.
Just bring in like the four guys that have a really good shot, the goalkeepers, and then make the rest of it a bunch of youth players. That's what I would like.
We were saying U25.
Yeah,
I like an Olympic roster almost.
U23s. Look at Florida, man. Fuck that.
Look at all those shark attacks.
Bull sharks. There are too many of them around Florida. That's why they're all around Florida. That really goes that far up north?
Are you missing the point? Salt Lake. Somewhere in the woods of America,
Yeah, what was that one, Dot? Now, bull sharks are known to go up rivers.
Oh, sure.
That's a long way up.
There should have been one up in the Mississippi, if I recall correctly. There had been at least a sighting. I don't know about an attack per se.
Well, the furthest bull shark's ever been found up the river is outside of Cincinnati in the Ohio River. That's the farthest. So, yeah, that's a white shark, clearly. And
in the woods of America, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like to know what that dot is. Did somebody bring a baby shark and put it in their lake?
Or it's probably some aquarium where some reef shark bit a handler or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That has to be it, really. All right. God. Old Man River just scored a touchdown, threw a touchdown for the Colts. Old Man River can throw it further than 10 yards. Holy shite. The Colts are up 7-0, scored first drive. That is crazy stuff, man. After watching it last week, I thought he couldn't throw anymore.
Gary Busey wants to send you a Christmas wish or present.
I love Gary Busey. Oh, I love this guy.
Love the hat, first and foremost, but
yeah, he's nuts.
He's on hard times at this point.
Really?
I don't know, just by the looks alone.
I don't know. Is he on hard times?
One eye's sloping lower than the other.
Well, that's been since his accident. He's looked like that for a while now. Was a great actor. Buddy Holly.
Gary Busey.
I love him in a lot of them.
And I have got a great Christmas present for you. Listen to this. Oh! Oh! That's what a goose sounds like when they're flying. They let you know they're up there. Oh! Oh! You get a bunch of geese together. Oh, oh, oh. They're honking in the air.
Okay, that was weird.
That's great.
But I like it. I like it anyhow. You should do more videos.
It's just the fact that it's the randomness. It's Gary Busey. Come on.
It is Gary Busey. What a great actor. If you haven't seen the Buddy Holly movie, go see it. He's fabulous in it. Just absolutely great as Buddy Holly.
One of the best Lethal Weapon villains.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, he was. And he was also I believe he was also in Black Sheep.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy Vietnam vet living in a bus up in the mountains.
That sounds about right.
Oregon or wherever they lived at, yeah.
All right, today I am drinking Three Philosophers. I drink it so much on the show, they should be a sponsor.
Work on it, Derek. Work on it.
By Almagong, 9.7 alcohol by volume, a blend of quadruple ale and Creek ale with cherries. It's very subtle. The cherries, that is. You can barely taste it. All right.
Only beer I had in the house is a Corona. And the only reason I have it in the house is that's one of the few domestic cheap beers you can get that's going to be gluten free.
Oh,
For the
we're
wife.
there, huh?
Well, I mean, not for me. I'll go and drink whatever fucking beer I want, but the wife wants a beer, and she's like, well, I can't have anything besides Corona, or I can go and spend $32 for a growler at a brewery. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
And
All right.
she's sitting here dying, not literally, but figuratively. All she wants is a draft beer.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't, and she's like, I'm not even a huge Corona person. And I'm like, I get it.
It's a refreshing beer.
Corona's like one of my least favorite Mexican style lagers.
There are better ones for sure. It's great on a really hot day.
All right.
When you get in,
fair enough.
It's
fair
cold.
Enough, yeah.
You've got a little lemon or a lime. It's great. You know, but
Fair
you chug it, you drink it like it's Gatorade, though.
It's refreshing. It's refreshing in the sense of like an almost frozen PBR or Coors Light is refreshing.
Yeah,
it's carbonated. It's ice cold. Okay, cool.
Carbonated, almost water.
Yeah,
what it is.
Get a little bit of alcohol content in there. It's great.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Aside from that, you got a Sprite and vodka.
That makes sense.
Had to have actual alcohol in there somewhere.
Yeah, she can drink vodka though.
True, she can. Yeah, the actual liquor aside, wine perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it comes down to
the grains.
The grains, yeah, just brutal.
Yep.
And
right.
the only reason why I like vodka is okay is because it's distilled so many fucking times.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah. That shit's taken out like no.
It's got no carbs in it. Absolutely
At
zero.
all.
Yep.
Derek.
Yeah.
It's one of your favorite moments of the show where we learn how to pronounce and speak German.
Oh, for Christ's sake, not again.
We're learning how to say sorry today, Derek.
Let's see if they get it right.
We got pardon. Who said?
No. But here's the thing about Germans. They don't say sorry.
True. This doesn't say
Germans
sorry.
don't.
This doesn't say sorry as well.
No, they just don't say the word. Period. There's not a lot of apologizing going on in German. I don't know if you noticed that, but Germans just generally don't apologize.
Yeah.
Not the ones I know.
That's fair. Here is the actual word. And that's what it means.
Excuse me.
Excuse.
Entschuldigung.
How do you pronounce it, Derek?
Entschuldigung? I don't know.
Well,
I've never heard anybody say it.
You know what? It has a little translate button next to it. We're gonna find out.
All right. Entschuldigung.
Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung.
Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I'm practically German at this point.
Entschuldigung. I've never heard a German say that word in my life. Never. Not a single time.
That's
Entschuldigung.
Fair. That's fair.
Anyhow.
Got good news for you, Derek.
What?
The FIFA World Rankings are out.
Oh.
Where do you think obviously Spain appears to be number one, according to this right here. Where do you think US falls? Or lands? Let me rephrase that.
18th. Somewhere around there.
We got
17th?
We got France, England, Brazil, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Croatia.
14th. Pretty good.
Number one CONCACAF team.
Not that their rankings aren't anything but pure imagination most of the time.
I don't know, man. We've gone on a five game winning streak against better than CONCACAF competition.
Mm-hmm.
At least the boost now makes sense instead of like saying winning Gold Cup against Haiti and Panama. And actually, I can't say Panama. We haven't beaten Panama in a while. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, this is fun.
There's Mexico, Uruguay, Switzerland, Japan.
We just beat Uruguay. That makes sense.
Yeah, we beat Japan. Last time we placed Iran, we beat them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Okay. Above Turkey. Okay.
Yeah, well, Turkey might not even qualify for a World Cup. No, they will. Probably.
They should, but
they should.
Who knows?
And they're going to be in our group too. So
yeah,
the ultimate test.
Right. I just text.
Yes, I understand. Mom. I understand. Sugar, they're all friendlies. Yeah, I know.
I just text my mom and ask her if she's ever used that word before.
You were able to write that out in time?
Yeah, that's why my head was down.
Fair enough. I mean, just looking at porn.
No, I just wondered. I was like, I've never heard you use this word talking to Opie. Never. So we'll see what she says.
We're moving right along.
All right.
Into the Men in Blazers.
All righty. What do these guys got to say?
This is questioning whether or not fans should be able to boo their team.
Okay.
We'll see what they have to say about it.
I mean,
of modern fans to boo their teams mercilessly. It's just a sound of angry tweets in real life.
The social mediaification of most of our social engagements in life is definitely a thing, not just in football. The prices do make a difference. They change your relationship with the event as it's happening. And it does change your view as to whether you're an observer or a participant. It changes your view as to whether you have a right to be entertained, a right to be happy. If you combine all of those things, what you get is a situation where no one's really very happy, which is weird because it is ultimately a pastime that you're meant to enjoy.
I don't know, but it's the price. And I don't think this is a new thing. I'm remembering back when
prior to the 90s, Derek, nobody ever booed their team.
That's not true. In the 80s, the late 80s, it was Wimbledon, I believe, at the time, Wimbledon, who signed a player named Jeff Swindlehurst. I'm just using this as an example. And he was the most expensive signing they ever had. And he was supposed to score goals for them. And he didn't. And he was awful. And they used to do chants. I believe the chant was less swindle, more Hurst. Less swindle, more Hurst. His name was Swindlehurst. And so they've been attacking individual players for years. Fans have been doing this.
They're so better at creating chants than we are.
Yeah, no, that's a really
donkey dick.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
But I think they've been going after players for years. So Derek has low sarcasm detection. It depends on what day it is. It really does. Did you say something sarcastic I missed?
Oh, I don't even know anymore.
Okay. You probably did. I don't know.
Probably did. It's probably fair. Unless he's saying that this whole topic here from the Men in Blazers is sarcasm. But I mean,
I don't think it sounded very sarcastic. He's saying the fans, because of the ticket prices, they feel like they can do whatever they want and say whatever they want.
But that's also an argument point that the Europeans hold over our head, is that they don't have the ticket price issue like we have.
Yeah.
I mean, some teams maybe, and especially some seats maybe, but they don't have that. We could go and watch all the Euros for $100. Not quite, but you get my point. Yeah. So I mean, it's not even the ticket prices per se. That's unless they're really just arguing about the current situation. But I mean, the argument is, I mean, why whether or not fans nowadays are just they have the right to mercilessly boo their team, and yes,
they do.
Of course they do.
They do. I'm sorry.
And they're the fans. They can do whatever they can do what they want. And I understand this is an argument that happens on Ted Lasso as far as like, they're like, oh yeah, the fans think that if they can pay the ticket admission, that they come in and say whatever horrible shit they want to towards the players, but the players are just players too. I'm like, yes, I understand that, but they are the fans. It's their team over the course of their entire life.
So Adam says it's a growing reality. You're not allowed to boo anymore, mostly looking at other American sports, but also soccer. I don't know about that. I remember not long ago, the Colts played a very horrible first half. The Boo Birds came out at halftime as the players went to the locker room. That happens. They're Liverpool. They're getting booed. Man United got booed plenty when they were bad. Yeah, when they're not seeing the effort that they think they should see. I don't know.
I boo at T-ball games. Little Johnny, you suck.
Yep. I don't know. Listen, you're a professional player. Just get over it and do your job. That's all.
Yeah. Speaking of ticket prices, former president of U.S. Soccer came out and had to talk about the ticket price situation for the World Cup.
He said, "Yeah, I don't mean to sound unsympathetic."
Now, do you want me to show you the picture of the guy before you do the voice?
No, I already know who he is. You don't think I don't know who that is?
You know this chap? Okay, just making sure.
Absolutely.
That sounded really New Yorkan, and he might be New York. I don't know.
He says, "Nah, I don't mean to sound unsympathetic, but it's a free market at work." Okay, I guess so. Former U.S. Soccer President Alan Rothenberg was asked about ridiculously high ticket prices for the 2026 World Cup. I equate it to a Taylor Swift tour. Somehow, people are able to pay the price and find their way, in some cases, to remote venues. So, where there's a will, there's a way, and especially in soccer fans, there's a will. Well, I don't think in some cases there is a way for some. I'm sorry, but I think they're what's called a limited budget. Unless you want to go in big time debt, get a bunch of credit cards and pay for your tickets.
He equates it to the Taylor Swift tour and that type of thing. And you have people who are willing to fork over thousands of dollars to go and see Taylor Swift and certain seats and stuff like that. And that's like their one thing they do that year in that sense. And maybe some of them actually travel around and follow her, I guess. That'd be crazy, but that's because expensive crazy. But the fact that you want to go and spend thousands of dollars for one event is nothing new to American events in general. And that's fine if you want to say that this is the market that it is. Doesn't make it right, or doesn't make it right in the eyes of the fans.
Well, he goes on to talk about dynamic pricing is the reality of today. Okay, that's fine, but they just made that up. That doesn't have to be a thing. Okay, so
goddamn, let's not be there,
Anthony. That is very glorious, my friend.
It's been a long time since you've seen Red Boy. Good Lord, $99.99.
You're a good man, Anthony. You're a really good man. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for the support. Merry Christmas, guys. You guys are my go-to USA soccer show. Appreciate you guys just doing it for the love of the game. Thank you. And that is why we do it. Period. End of story.
With that super chat, I can buy 1/3 of a ticket to go watch USA play Germany in Chicago.
There you go. It's a start, right?
Appreciate it, man. Good Lord.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I get what Alan's saying, but and if they didn't have dynamic pricing, he said, it would still be same because everybody would go to the aftermarket, and they're going to end up paying what the market price is. He's got a point, I suppose, but
I'm very much against the what he calls the aftermarket, which is I'm guessing he means resellers.
Resales, yeah.
I am 1000% against resellers, quite frankly. I hate that market with a passion, and I think that there should be a rule and regulation, quite frankly, that says, hey, you can't resell it more than the market value of the actual ticket itself. Let's kill that market. That's a market I'm fine with killing, quite frankly.
Now, he's not wrong, but it's the free market at work. He's not wrong saying that's a sad reality of it. But again, there are different types of marketing. There are different types of approaches to selling, not only yourself, but your product. You can either sell 1 million of your product at a lower price, or you can sell a limited amount of your product for a gigantic price. And there's somewhere in between where we should meet, but that's not what we're doing right now. We're doing they're limited, and so go fuck yourself. Some of these
stadiums are limited to what, like 70, 80, 90,000?
Yeah. So
hey, not very limited per se.
But I'm sorry, the product at the very nosebleed top of the stands is shit. I'm sorry, it's shit. You cannot charge those kind of prices for shit. But they are, and some idiot's gonna buy it. So fine.
I don't know if we pulled it up on one of the shows when they made the announcement of them doing the cheaper Category 4 tickets now.
Yeah.
Everything. And then I know I posted it on Twitter, but I posted the map of one of the games where the Category 4 are. And it's the tippy top corner, literally a triangle cut out that you have to zoom in to see where these tickets are located at. I mean, it's the most comical thing in the world.
I mean, if this is how we're going to operate, that's fine. Go ahead, do that. But you're going to aggravate and piss off some people, FIFA. And if you're willing to deal with that, and you have a monopoly on the game, so it's not like you have a competitor. Who's the competitor to FIFA? So in a way, it's not really capitalism in that sense.
Pushing that at first. They're trying to push that way.
It's not capitalism. Capitalism would be you have a product, you're putting it out there. You have a competitor, they have a product, they're putting it out there. Like if there were 3 different world championships, okay, now we got capitalism. This is one giant organization with no competitor. So they can do whatever the fuck they want to your asshole. All right? They could wreck it, and they're going to wreck it.
The capitalism aspect would be looking at sports as a whole, not necessarily individualized type of sports. So, like, yeah, there's a monopoly on soccer, quite frankly. But, hey, you know what? You're fed up with soccer? Yeah, just give it up and go watch lacrosse or go watch curling. You know, you got other sports you can do.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but it is a monopoly on international soccer. There's just no way 100%. Around. There is no other competitor. I mean, are you really telling me
the Olympics can't be a competitor?
Are you really telling me that international FIFA, the World Cup is really competing with any other? They're not. They're not competing with the darts world championship or the NFL. Fuck that. They're not. They're just not. Soccer's the biggest sport in the world. There is no competitor. Period. End of story. It's a monopoly. And monopoly is not capitalism. Not in my book. You might have your own definition of laissez-faire capitalism, which is okay with some forms of monopoly. To me, not. So it's not capitalism. So let's just throw that right out the window. It might be free market, but it's also a free market without choice. Just saying.
All right, Jorge Castillo just sent me this. This is the map of one of the games, of one of the supporter groups. So there is a Category 4, and I'm going to zoom in here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
There it is right there. And there it is right there.
And if you don't like the game, they'll push you right off the fucking stadium.
Yeah, very, very 300S. They'll just knock you off, and you're like, ah!
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Category 1 for level 1 and 2. No, well, this is the sorry. Category 4 is up here, which is the $60 general price. The supporter standard tier is here as well. Is what another thing they're talking about. But that's a different tier, I thought. I
don't know. In the end,
I thought it was Cat 4 was the new price range that they gave. Why the hell would they have something specific for those tiny corners?
I don't know. On the last of this issue, honestly, it's just like it is. You're getting fucked. And there's really nothing you can do about it. I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with it too. I mean, there's only so much bitching and moaning you can do.
Going, what are we talking about here? Come on.
Because there's nothing we can do about it except to keep bitching about it on X and social media. If all of you continue to do that, maybe there'll be a new category. Who knows? I doubt it, but who knows? All right. Good luck.
All right. Well, I had this next topic pulled up on for our Thursday recorded show, but I was like, this will be better for a live stream rather than a recorded thing because we already had enough. It was the show was already like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
there's already plenty enough for us to talk about. So, cautiously optimistic FC Dallas fan Says, just shattered my 32-inch flat screen TV in anger after learning that I took time off of work to watch it to MLS Super Draft, and there isn't even a stream. What's the deal at MLS, at SoccerDon, at Tom Bogert, at POTUS, at Wendy's?
He's kidding.
Well, I mean, yeah, he tagged POTUS and Wendy's. Of course he's kidding.
Yeah, he's kidding.
FC Dallas jumps in, says, get a bigger TV, broke boy. They're playing a game, man. They're playing a game, and I respect. They're playing the Wendy's game, and I respect it.
Yeah,
but not everybody understands it. Not everybody. There have been times where you've gone, Brett, maybe you should have added like a /s or just joking after a post. Because I don't feel like a lot of people, or a wink. Because I don't feel like a lot of people understand your sense of humor. I'm like, well, they'll get used to it. You know.
Okay.
So, Franco Panizo.
You had it right first time.
Yeah. He's a reporter covering Inter Miami FC.
Okay.
And Messi specifically.
Oh, God.
So,
right.
He goes, I get social needing to social, and I don't blame the admin for doing their job. But surely official accounts of professional teams can refrain from this type of childish banter.
Okay.
Hashtag MLS.
What's this about?
He's responding. He's responding to FC Dallas. Get a bigger TV, broke boy.
Oh, God, I hope he's kidding.
No, he's really not, because Tom Bogert chimes in and says, relax, dude.
Holy shit, if Tom Bogert is telling you to fucking relax, hilarious.
Franco goes, I'm relaxed. Just think there's a difference between fan banter and official accounts of professional teams.
I'm giving Tom a bonus point there. I seriously am, because... Relax. No shit. Between fan banter and official accounts. Oh, come on. Unpucker your asshole, Franco.
Yes.
God damn. He probably couldn't get a Q-tip in his asshole. It's so tight.
I think Tom responding here is letting his porn stash reply to Franco. Like, dude, just relax. Come on.
Yep. Relax those ass muscles. All right. Unpucker.
Reel it in, yeah.
Unpucker the sphincter.
While we're talking about MLS blunders, Colorado Rapids will launch a new campaign tied to a potential changing of the club's names, crest, and colors. In addition to the club's yearly fan survey regarding the game day experience, the club will test the waters within the fan base about making brand changes.
Testing the waters. It's so funny.
But it's like, name me a rebranding. Any rebranding that's been good for any team around the world.
Kansas City?
No, because the initial rebranding was the Wiz. They could go nowhere but up from the Wiz.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody taking a piss. I don't know. I think that a lot of the
I agree. Kansas City Wizards was not a great name.
No, it was not. It was a stupid.
It was not
name.
A great name. I agree.
Earthquakes, horrible name. Rapids, completely vapid. Like, oh, what are you going to name them? Well, what are we famous for? Our Rapids, the Colorado Rapids.
Yeah.
No, that was horrible. Horrible.
Weren't they like the Colorado Bronx? What was the original like NASL one?
I don't think they had it.
Colorado Springs something. They had something. They had a team, didn't they?
Denver something, I think.
I don't think it was Denver. I could look it up. I think somebody in the chat's probably going to give it for me, probably. Colorado Yetis. Trim Porpoise says LAFC rebranded from Chivas USA, of course.
That's not totally one for one, but yes, they did. And that was better. Much better. Different organizations sold and everything like that, yeah. But Real Salt Lake was always, I don't know. It's a really good question. A lot of those names are stupid. So if they change them, I don't have any problem. Earthquakes is a stupid name for a team. I'm sorry. Which is now what? The Quakes? They didn't even go by Earthquakes. They go by the Quakes.
All right. Well, here we go. The Avalanche were first announced as the Rocky Mountain Extreme.
Well, those are both
Colorado Rapids or Colorado or whatever the Avalanche. Yeah. Much better pick.
Well, they're both horrible. I'm sorry. Naming your team after a natural disaster is illegal, and it should not be done. That's why I don't like the Chicago Fire. I think it's stupid too. Although it's not a natural disaster, it was somebody kicked over a lamp somewhere, right? And it started the big fire.
But it's still a citywide disaster. But I say we. I'm saying we because I've never lived in Chicago at all ever. I've been to Chicago. I've never lived in Chicago. I'm saying we because I've supported them since '98. But we grew up. We grew from the ashes, raised.
Okay, well, that's fine. But earthquakes, avalanche, all these natural disasters need to go.
The San Jose plague.
The San Jose plague. The San Jose Black Plague. Yeah, it needs to go.
I think it was the same Denver Dynamos were the NASL team.
Yeah, what did they last? Like 2 seasons? I can't even remember, but it was short. It was very short.
The New Orleans Katrinas. Too soon, Zlatan. Too soon.
Yeah, there are a lot of bad names out there. I think we're starting to drop the natural disaster names, I hope. But yeah, all natural disaster names need to end now. Done. Lightning was another one. Lightning. Okay. The Thunder. Colorado, the Oklahoma Thunder. Okay, that's just a natural thing that happens. Can we just think of a better something? Like, I'm okay with animals. Animals are fine.
Twisters? What about the Twisters?
Hated it. Hate the Twisters. Hate that stupid name. The Tornado was used.
What was our USL team? Blast. The Blast. There we go.
The Blast. That's just
that's nothing Indiana centric, but I mean it's
no. They just went to a kindergarten and asked them what to name the team.
Watch your mouth, Czar. I swear to God. Chicago Fire might be the worst. I'll beat you.
Listen, no name that you come up with could or should be able. You shouldn't be able to go to a kindergarten class and ask them what to name your team, and they get the same answer you get. Okay, it's got to change.
They're gonna go the Colorado 6-7s.
Yeah, they probably will.
That was what would happen if you go to a kindergarten and did it.
Don't you sully the great Dallas tornado, sir. Why the tornado? Why? You know, the Orlando humidity.
Indiana can take that too, though.
The Heat. There's another one. The Miami Heat. Oh, God. The Heat. Yeah. Can we not use weather references or natural disasters anymore? Can we just stick with animals and interesting things?
Yeah, just call yourselves Colorado FC.
The Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. That's a stupid name. What? You want to name your team after shit that kills people? Okay, great. Good for you. But that's just basically saying you got no creativity. None. Not that Indy 11 is on its bottom line.
Well, for those who don't know where the background behind the 11 are, makes it sound like it's a stupid fucking name.
Right. You got to
know the reason why they named the 11. It's not a stupid name. At least it has something connecting to our city.
There are 11 players on the soccer field.
That's the lamest excuse.
The 11th Regiment that fought in the Civil War. Yeah, there was a list of 6 or 7 things, right?
I only knew those 2.
There's more. There was more. I helped come up with the sheet that we handed to the owner so he could announce the reason why the team was named 11. And guess what? He didn't read it during the announcement. And the next day we have to deal with all these people in the paper saying how stupid our fucking name was in the Indy Star. Remember that?
Yeah, well, I also remember being invited to the breaking of the ground ceremony to the new stadium, which never got built by any means.
Yeah, right.
And being told that we were going to come up on stage, so I took time off of work just to find out when we got there that we weren't going to go up on stage.
Yeah, because guess what? They called me. They asked me if I would get you guys to also do some chants from the crowd, and I said we're not doing that.
Come on, you boys in blue.
Like when they announced the owner, I'm not going to use this, Ursel, to come up, we were supposed to clap and chant for him. And I said, we're not doing that. We're not SEALs. So they were like, okay, well, I guess that was it. We were out of the picture as far as being honored that day.
Zars was in New York Epstein's.
There's so much inside soccer we could do here. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm not going to do it because
the only reason I brought this up really is there has rarely been rebrandings that have been accepted as better, and that goes to European European game too. Look at Roma. Look at Juventus. When they revamped their logo and their crest and all that stuff, it went from historical to shit.
Can I make this recommendation though, Brett? Fuck naming your team after a whole state. If you don't have to, don't do it. Like, I still don't think the Indiana Pacers. They should just be the Indy Pacers, Indianapolis Pacers. Why do they have to represent the whole fucking state? I mean, they're based in Indianapolis. Indianapolis Pacers. The rest of Indiana will still love you. It doesn't matter. And if you're the Denver Rapids or the Denver whatever Dynamos or whatever they come up with, the rest of Colorado will still support the team. I don't get it.
I'll argue against that and say that if you live in the South Bend area, most likely you're going to be more of a Bears fan because it's quicker for you to get to downtown Chicago than it will be to get into Indianapolis.
Well, fuck those guys.
So I'm just saying, this is arguing to your point. If you were the Indianapolis Colts,
yeah,
you could anywhere in Indiana you could support them, of course. But just because you're in Indiana doesn't mean you have to support them because you could live literally 45 minutes from the Bears, but you're in Indiana or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, name yourself after a city. That's all I'm saying. I guess that's old-fashioned, but you don't need to involve the whole state. The state knows. The state, if you're close to Chicago, you're just going to go watch Chicago anyhow. So just say, we're the Indianapolis Colts. Thank you. That'll work. Indy 11 is Indianapolis 11. All right? It's in a city. So let's not pretend it's everybody that goes to the game knows the team's in Indiana. You don't need to name the Florida Panthers. Fucking hate that name. Where in Florida are you? Where in Florida? Can you just play at any random hockey stadium any night in Florida that you want to? No, you play in a fucking specific stadium. So let's start doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of this bullshit.
All right, moving on. Still MLS related though. Landon Donovan on the what is that? Unleashed?
Yeah.
Unleashed podcast.
Which is the most hilarious thing, right? Is this the US Soccer one podcast called Unleashed?
Yeah. This is his podcast. Yeah, him and Timmy.
Oh, okay, yeah. But they are sponsored, and I believe do receive funds from US Soccer. I'm just saying, from what I heard, I may be wrong, but that's what I've been told.
Again, that's fine.
They have sponsors they don't mention that exist. All right. Landon Donovan recently asked MLS Commissioner Don Garber about the possibility of promotion relegation if the owners would want to go for it. No. I mean, why would they? Garber answered. When you're building, the league is still a startup, and it's still a startup. What? He said that twice. Which is why the jobs that all of us have are hard, because you're 30 years into a startup. And who does that? It's almost like, you're a venture capital CEO, puke, that doesn't last very long.
Before we move on any further, I wanted to touch
base on that.
MLS is still a startup, and it still is a startup. It's 30 years old, but it's a startup. I'm like, wait, what?
That's an established restaurant.
That's you've been around, buddy. That's no longer a startup at that point.
Right. and then I like this thing about it's almost like, you're a venture capital CEO that doesn't last very long. What doesn't last very long? All right. We had to invest in infrastructure and training grounds and development academies and stadiums and in roster development and marketing and staffing. We got 10,000 employees league-wide, 10,000 guys. No gals?
No gals.
All right. Think about that. We should all be proud of that and feel good, but we don't need to be proud about it. You guys can be.
We could take on what, like 10 gorillas?
Yeah, I guess.
No, it's 100. It's 100. We can take on like 100 gorillas.
All right, don't go back to that.
Now.
All right. We should all be proud of that. Who's we, motherfucker? Number one, you can be proud about it if you want to be. That's fine. And all the people working there can be proud of their work. But don't ask me to be proud. Fuck you. I'll be proud of what I want. Proud of my kids. I reserve proud for very specific things. And it isn't you. Okay? All right? So I'm not proud. I'm glad you're still out there. I'm glad there's professional soccer in the country. That's good, because at one point in my lifetime, there wasn't any, and that was scary and weird, and I didn't know where anybody was going to go to play professional soccer. But don't ask me to be proud that you've avoided, you poured in billions and billions of dollars from billionaires. Good.
Well,
great.
I also love the fact that he's like, we had to raise billions and billions and billions of dollars. But I mean, it's you motherfuckers that are acquiring $500 million just to join the fucking league.
Well, that's the money he's talking about.
Yeah,
I'm sure of it.
We had to milk all the money from our potential owners, who are going to milk all the money out of the potential fans.
Yep.
So I mean, congratulations for convincing people to spend stupid amounts of money for a league that you guys still claim a lot is in the red.
Yeah, which is partially bullshit. We know that for a fact. Yeah, but just don't tell me what to be proud of, okay? Whatever. And if somebody's investing, that's because they've seen an economic return. They're not philanthropists. Of course they're not. They're industrialists and they're visionaries. Oh, don't go there with visionaries. Jesus Christ. And love the game. No, come on. Do they all love the game? Tell me that the Revs owner loves the game of soccer.
Hey, Kraft is actually going to build an actual stadium for the Revs. So,
I heard about that. How long has his love held him back?
30 fucking years. 30 years, apparently.
His love was not enough to get a new stadium. All right. Well, anyhow, or invest in his team, even remotely. But, he did that with the Patriots for years, too. They all love the game. Oh, okay. To what level or what degree? And I'm not buying that. Not all of them love the game. And you have to go out. You got to finance three stadiums coming in. That's more than $2 billion of investment. All right. I don't see that happening with NYFC, but okay. Nobody's just writing a $2 billion check. We know all this, by the way. We live in a capitalist society. Oh, here we go again with debt and debt guarantees. And those are guarantees by revenue. And we don't have enough revenue anyway.
Wait. Hold on. We don't have enough revenue. Wait a second. Where was it at? They see an economic return.
They're hoping for one, is what he probably should say.
Because if they see an economic return, then they have enough revenue, yes?
No, not necessarily, because you can buy a team, right? And then 10 years later, it's worth 3 times more than it used to be. Or if you're NYFC, you got into the league at a lower price, but the team's worth way more than it used to be. So while that's not cash in hand, you still own a team that's worth so much money if you sold it. But you got to sell it if you want to make that money. Otherwise, it's just a property.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a property you own that you might be still losing money, but it's overall worth, if you were to sell it, you'd make your money back, no problem. So there's that. I mean, he's right about that.
It is something, though, you can take debt against, though.
Yes, you can. And take out more loans if you need to, I suppose. Yeah. All right. And that's reality. I think that there is a beauty of this idea of competition at the bottom. But remember, in Europe, they also have the competition for the Europa League. They have the competition for the Champions League. They have the competition for the version of the league, the championship, the Supporter Shield.
What about the Confederations League, or what's the third division of that?
Conference League.
Conference, thank you. Yeah.
God. Yeah, let's not forget that pile of shit.
Conference Regional League. Come on.
Yeah.
All that.
And that dynamic doesn't yet exist here. It's beginning to with the Champions League announcement that came out with CONCACAF. But life is about opportunity and capturing the opportunity with change. So I don't know. God, this is the longest fucking quote ever. So I don't know what it looks like. I made a comment on the other day, on it the other day, maybe on promotion. We'll see. I don't know what the world is going to look like in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years from now. So why say never? Okay. Well, all that, blah, 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 blah. And we're just not going to move anywhere on this issue with Don and MLS. All right.
But I mean, he did this whole thing talking about why they won't do promotion relegation, explaining it. They spend all this money. They're investing all this time and revenue and all this stuff. They're not philanthropists. They're visionaries. They love the game, but you know what? Maybe they will do it at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you just really played both sides there, in that argument.
If you ask 100 guys to build wings out of paper mache or paper or whatever you want to call it, and ask them to jump off the Eiffel Tower, 99 of them, or probably all 100 of them, are going to go splat. But there is a chance that someone might come up with something and they won't die. So why say never? Okay, that's what we're going at here. I wonder where Landon Donovan is going to go for his first haircut with his new hair. His new hair doesn't grow, so he's not going to be going anywhere. It is what it is.
It's supposed to last like 8 months, I guess. Month 7, you start trimming it a little shorter, and then all of a sudden,
At least he's not combing it the same way. He's combing it forward and down instead of up and all. It makes it look like his forehead's like a mile long. So he fixed that at least. All right. Oh, that's a joke. I'm sorry, Colin. I did not. I did not get the joke.
I thought you assumed. I thought you knew that he was joking about that.
I did not know. No.
Our bad, Colin. I assumed that he assumed.
It's so hard through text to tell sarcasm.
No,
it's impossible.
I got it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jack Pineda says Donovan should use some of that.
Some of my donated sperm shampoo. Well, why don't you give him a call, invite him over, or have done.
It's great for the scalp, from what I hear.
Maybe he'll get down on his knees for you, and you can just swashbuckle it out on his head.
All right. Well, here they are. Look at Don. He looks so uncomfortable in that chair.
Oh God, we got more Don. Holy Christ.
Yeah. Well, I brought this up because it's almost 6 minutes long, but there are moments that I think that will set you off. Periodically, we'll come across those, I guess, as we go. But it's not like I can sit there and say, okay, well, we'll move to the 2-minute 44-second mark where Don talks about this, because I think there are segments of the buildup that Donovan leads into that will make you want to stop too.
All right, let it rip.
Okay, so I want to ask you, and this is just, you can't take off your commissioner hat, but as someone who has grown to love the sport and very much cares deeply about soccer in America, one of my problems with
that was a bit of a fluff towards the Don, right?
I mean, that's like, hey man, I like soccer. That's why I'm going to ask you this. All right, yeah, dude, we know you like soccer. Okay.
Well, I thought because where he was talking about the Don growing to love the sport.
No, I thought he's talking about himself.
I'm not going to go back and rewatch. I will say though, his hair does blend in okay, actually.
Yeah, when it's
camera.
Yeah, with that, he's combing it forward and around instead of like up. Yeah.
When he put out the whole documentary about him getting the hairpiece and everything like that, I was looking at it going like, oh God, it's so noticeable. But I mean, of course, I grew up with Donovan, knowing what his hair actually is, or lack of.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess anybody jumping into the sport now, teens now are going to look at Donovan and go, yeah, guy's got a full set of hair next to the bald guy over here.
Nah, they all know. They know.
The way rosters are built now, so there are fewer and fewer American players playing. And so you referenced the U22 initiative. I don't have the data on it in front of me, but it's a lot of foreign players. Yeah. And I'm concerned, I really am, Don, about what the future looks like. And tied to it is a bunch of players also leaving, right? And so how do you, in your
American players or
yeah, I
international
mean,
players?
Look,
I will pause that right there. So we talk about that, right?
Yep.
We talk about the number of players on MLS teams, and it seems like drinking every year. And they will talk about the MLS final, and Don has a whole spiel about whether that was good or bad as far as how many Americans were actually on the pitch and so forth.
Not many on the Miami side.
Technically none, because the only American really is Greek.
That's true. He's now Greek. And so basically you're talking about Berhalter and Brian White.
And Blackman.
Oh, yeah, Tristan Blackman. So you had 3 of 11, right?
Yeah.
There are always, not always, for the foreseeable future, there will be players leaving to go to Europe because people grow up with, in some cases, I think it's bullshit, this idea of like Europe.
Right.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, Derek? What does that mean?
It means
Latvia?
Uzbekistan. It means Liechtenstein. It means Switzerland's good. My bad. I mean Latvia. That's
Vatican
what it means.
City. Vatican City's got 3 divisions.
And then you got Monaco. You got the Papal States and Andorra. Everybody wants to play in Andorra, Landon. What an idiot. I don't even know what that means.
That will always be the case. But how do we keep more players here? And then how do we, and this is a longer question about development, but how do we incentivize clubs to play Americans, invest in Americans? Do you have to implement a minimum minutes like they do in other parts of the world? How do you view that personally, and then from a league perspective?
Yeah,
So I'm going to pause before he jumps into this, but this is the reason why I really couldn't just say, okay, we're going to jump to this point, because it took him a minute 20 seconds to get to the point.
Yeah. It's painful.
How are we going to encourage the league to play more Americans, get Americans more playing time?
That would have been a really great question. That would have been it. It needed 20 seconds, not 2 minutes. But
They need 20 seconds of fluff, followed by initial start topic, then have to revamp and go from there. But a minute 20 seconds into it.
Yeah. What does he say?
It's a great question, because there is a personal aspect to it. There's a fiduciary aspect. And I'm the
What's the core of the word? The core of the word fiduciary is douchery. All right. Just remember that when anybody uses the word fiduciary, the core of the root word of fiduciary is douchery. Remember that. Go ahead.
But an MA, an NGB, national governing body in the world. I've been on the board of U.S. Soccer for 26 years.
Sorry to hear that.
They haven't kicked me. It comes with the job. Jessica Berman,
you might not get a U.S. gig later on in life
too. Right. So I've seen it, Landon, from the beginning.
Okay, get on with it. Answer the fucking question.
That's a Monty Python reference right there. Get on with it.
Yes, please, God, answer his question
today. And it'll be an interesting conversation. Talk about the federation.
Yeah.
So with my U.S. soccer hat, the only time I can truly root and be a fan, and I'm a nervous fan, like that's why I could never work for a team, is when I'm wearing my crest and I'm watching the national team, and I want our national team to be great and lift up the sport with all of the energy that they've been able to do when they're successful. And you guys have seen that. I think it's a gift and an honor in an unprecedented way to wear a flag on your
this
crest.
Definitely needed a clip. This is bullshit.
It took a minute 20 to answer or to ask a question. It's been a minute into the answer with nothing. It's big fat work, fella.
This is why we need to mark these things. God damn it.
This is the point. This is the point, Derek. Come on.
All right. God, I know.
On your skin and represent your country. I'm going to go to the Winter Olympics. I've barely ever missed an Olympic. I'm a fan of international competition. At the same time, we have to have a sport and a league that is really popular, and we're competing against the rest of the global
that's a big butt he just threw in there.
So fans who say, I don't watch MLS, I watch the Premier League, they're not watching it because there are English players on the field.
Right.
It's because the quality of play and the energy and the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat and the product.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference. The people who are saying that to you, Don, aren't English.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure
and
the
also,
English fans would love to see more English players get it because that would improve their national team too. Mind you, they also want to win. I understand the club versus country argument, but still.
if you want to watch English people play soccer, go watch the championship. There are plenty of them there. But the point being is he's saying, hey, you want to watch American players 5 years from now play? Go watch USL. Fuck off. We're looking to build a high-quality league here. All right? So don't give me this bitching and moaning about no Americans in MLS. They're just enough, and that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is what inspires them. That's why they have a bigger media deal than we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Champions League has a huge media deal and has great, on-air people. That is a moment to stop and pay attention.
Get to it, Don.
So there is a friction and a conflict between those two things. You might remember, Landon, that in 2002, we had the MLS strike force. And you might remember me and you meeting back in the day, and Tim, you and the national team was so intrinsically connected to the league.
Yeah.
And we would work together. Sunil was the president, and we'd sit down with Jurgen and with Bruce and Bob, and we'd talk about ways in which we could work together.
Well, that's horrible.
U.S. Soccer and MLS were joined at the hip through some. There was no conflict of interest by any means.
That's just, can't believe he's just coming out and saying it. At least he's not lying.
Yeah.
But this should never be the case. The national team and MLS should never be sitting down at the bar and having drinks together and then going home and fucking. That should never fucking happen, but that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
It's been going on.
That's happening less now, not in a negative way.
Yes,
because
good
I
way.
don't know that we're as dependent on each other as we used to be. The second aspect, and there are actually fewer Americans leaving at the top level than there were back in the day, because we could now pay them.
That's because the point is that's because the players who are leaving for Europe at that point are leaving at a younger age, or maybe not even signing with MLS to begin with, straight out of the academies.
Yeah. Most of the players leaving are young. They're not players that have played multiple. There are examples of that, obviously.
He's about to bring up Zimmerman right now. Zimmerman making a great wage as a designated player, making about $2 million. Props to him.
Yeah, of course. Zimmerman, every team in the Premier League wanted him. Yeah.
Well, and not only that, but he's ignoring the point. And again, I don't mean to be jumping ahead here by any means, but nobody in Europe is going to pay Zimmerman $2 million.
No.
So Zimmerman's going to get a contract for $2 million. He's like, well, fuck, I'm going to stay in MLS.
Please jump ahead. Please, by God, jump ahead.
Okay.
Zimmerman is making DP money, whether he's American or not. He's got a
double penetration cash.
That wasn't something we were able to do back in the day. Right. The designated players were primarily international players. You guys were exceptions to that.
Way overpaid.
So, I'll get to the second question, which is minutes. Mexico tried it. They changed it. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I could remember meeting with coaches back in the day. I won't name them, and you can imagine who they are. And they're saying, hey, if my job is tied to security, is tied to how many American players I'll play, I'm all in. But if I'm getting fired because I don't make the playoffs, I'm out.
Yeah.
Just said American players suck.
Yeah. That's essentially what he's saying.
And it just said it there. I mean, that's not what he meant to say. That's not what he kind of said, but that's what he kind of insinuated. Hey, I'll play Americans if I don't get fired for it, but if I'm going to get fired because we don't make the playoffs, I'm not going to play them.
Yep. No, that's exactly what he said. And that's what every coach is. They're putting out their best team. They don't care about this American thing either. So, listen, and that's sensible. Like, I don't think there should be a requirement to play Americans, but when you've got Joe Scally on your team and he doesn't ever play, and then he goes immediately to the Bundesliga and starts every game, that means you fucked up. You fucked up, NYCFC. Like, you didn't see something there that was there. So, in some cases, I think it's too much caution on the managers, the coaches. They're just scared to play the younger players because they're really not sure. All right? So, there's that aspect too. I'm not taking a chance on a young kid when I got this 28-year-old Uruguayan I can play out there. So I'm going to do that guy instead, or Paraguayan, or whatever, whoever he is. He's not American.
Some kind of Guayan, right?
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I think the answer to it, and I'm a big fan of what Cindy and JT Batson have done. They have turned that federation into a powerhouse,
Agreed.
riding the wave of the World Cup commercially, philanthropically, signing Mauricio, who's the biggest MLS fan I think we've ever had, believes in our league more than I think any coach has.
Ooh, shot at Berhalter.
I was going to say Bruce.
Yeah, I don't think that he believes in the league more than
Well,
Berhalter does, but
that's fair. The point I was making is that Berhalter, mind you, I guess any European players, not Berhalter, sorry, with Bruce, any European players were still viable, but I guess I was kind of going for the whole whether the player is American or not American type of thing. But I guess it's not necessarily the point he's making, but he's like, he's pro MLS. I'm like, well, I mean, almost every coach prior to Poach, and I know Poach came out and flat out said, hey, I don't care where you play, we're just going to play. That's fine. But I mean, every coach prior brought in a whole massive amount of MLS players.
The best players in MLS are not American. They're not. So I'm glad that Poach is a great fan of the MLS. But in the end, I think he will see, we will all see that, you know, we're going to have 3 or 4 or 5 guys, 3 of them being goalkeepers, okay, and maybe a peppering of 3 others. I'm not even counting the goalkeeper. Just outfield players, 3 or 4, no more. That's nothing different than that's been going on up until the last World Cup, where we still had a bunch of MLS players. There's always going to be a pinch of them in there. I don't see that going away. I don't know how you can say that Berhalter is less of an MLS fan than Pochettino. I don't know.
I'll get criticized for that, I'm sure, on social media or from those guys who might think I'm talking about them. So there's a great dynamic. JT is now running this program of the U.S. way, and how can we continue the development pyramid with MLS Next and our academies at the top? If there's a way for us all to get together and figure out how to solve this problem, I'm into looking into it. I was reminded at the game, no American national team eligible players on Miami, and I think we had 3 or maybe 4 on Vancouver. So I don't know that that is a positive, but wearing the hat I wear, commissioner hat and national team, supporter, but we'll announce today the best ratings we've ever had. It was an incredible game. It had global energy. We had Leo lifting a trophy. We had time.
Yeah, that's the most important part. Leo
that's the point, right? Of that whole thing. It's like, highest ratings of the exciting game. Yeah, I mean, Vancouver put up a valiant fight.
Well,
but Miami is Miami, and they have Messi and company, who didn't include any Americans except for Allen. But
all Don is saying here is, hey, man, I'd like Americans to do real well too. But hey, I'm not doing it at the expense of the quality of our league. So if there are fewer Americans playing on Miami, tough titties. That's what he's saying. Tough titties.
Well, and quite frankly,
by the way, there's no real solution to this.
Yes, 100%. I was about to say that too, but quite frankly, as the commissioner, it's not his responsibility to make sure Americans are
no, it's
the
not.
Priority.
Those are the clubs.
Priority is to make sure that the league itself is the best it can be at any given moment.
And by the way, each of the clubs has no responsibility to bring great America and raise American players through their academies either that can become part of the team. All they're trying to do is get the best 11 players on the pitch and the best 23 or 18 on the lineup on the starting day, and they could give 2 fucks about the nationality in the end. Like, that's the way club soccer works. That's why none of the English Premier League teams give a shit whether they have 4 English players on the starting pitch at the beginning, or 2, or in some cases 1. Okay, so that's just how it is. That's how club soccer works everywhere, frankly. And yeah, there are some leagues that say you got to have so many players from our country on your team getting minutes every game. All right, do we really want to go there? I don't know. Maybe that is where we need to go, but there's always the USL. Go play there. Go build there. Build your game there. There are plenty of examples of young players who, instead of going to MLS and signing that ridiculous contract that binds you down, went to USL and left after that. So, I mean, the one that stands out to me the most is Haji Wright, right? So you don't need to do that. So,
I mean, I know there've been a number of players who've gone to USL that have, played for a year, maybe two, and then moved off to Europe. But has any of them, outside Haji Wright being an example here, has any of them actually panned out?
Well, there have been a lot of failures. Jonathan Gomez, good example. That's not working out. There are plenty of failures too.
Winder isn't he from isn't he Louisville?
Yes, but we don't have a real result.
No, yet.
Yeah, we don't know. So we'll see how this works out as things go forward. MLS is not your only option as a young player. You can play in USL against grown men and not play in MLS, next. You can skip that if you want to and go play in USL. And then you're not, limited by your contract about where you can go and move. So anyhow. All right. Well, that's that. That was painful.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to a different topic here. One of our favorite topics of the show. That, of course, is
transfer news. Transfer news. Who's getting mounted on transfer news? Who's getting ogled on transfer news? Transfer news. Everyone loves that transfer news, but me. Whatever.
All right, Pellegrino Matarazzo been appointed to Real Sociedad as the new manager. Becomes the first American to manage in a club in La Liga. Well, my guess is Real Sociedad don't really see him as much of American, number one.
Fair enough.
Many don't. I mean, the dude's been in Germany so long, he might as well be German at this point.
So most uninformed American fans would probably look at him and just assume he's German.
Although
Italian, I guess.
His family's very Italian.
Yeah.
I think he's second generation. So this is good. I mean, I'm going to look forward to watching him coach Real Sociedad. I'll probably watch a few games, see how he does. But, hard to say what's going to happen. I just wish him the best. I really do. I'm surprised there wasn't another German team in at least Bundesliga 2. Maybe he didn't want to go back down.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe that's the case. Yeah. Maybe he didn't want to go to Bundesliga 2.
Yeah, maybe he's
I'm sure there are plenty of Bundesliga 2 teams that were probably interested.
There could have been. Maybe he's just like, no, I'm a first division guy now. I'm not going to B2. So, all right, good luck, Pellegrino. Good luck to you. And you might be a future U.S. manager. Source, Gianluca Busio's contract at Venezia expires in June, but negotiations are ongoing to keep him at the club. Of course, he's their best player now. No doubt. Yeah. Should that fall through, he's also attracted interest from New York, Red Bulls, and Serie A clubs, including Udinese. Go to a Serie A club, my friend.
Wasn't the Udinese interest like back when they were in Serie B last time?
I don't know. And I don't think it was serious.
You think it's new refined interest?
I don't believe this one.
I don't know if the Serie A. I don't know if the Serie A performance really warranted continuing.
Not at the time. No, it didn't.
But I love how the negotiations continue. But if that should fall through, you got New York Red Bulls or Serie A. It's like what? You have either option.
So vastly different. It really should be like. Or a Bundesliga team, or a Dutch team. But no, we're going from Red Bull to Serie A. Okay.
Also, without, I mean, obviously, why would you say source? Why wouldn't you say like breaking or transfer or news or something like that? Why would you say source? Indicating that a source has told him, I know, but still, it seems.
What source? I mean,
we can't say that because we do it all the time too.
Yeah. But
source. We're not telling him he has to name a source. But
I didn't know it was he had to hide his source.
Maybe.
We hide our sources when it's critical that, it's obviously we're going to give away, somebody who's feeding us information. But if I don't have to, I'll just tell you who my source is. Yeah. So, I mean, who's this secret hidden source that like is I'm guessing his agent That would be my guess.
Yeah.
And then you don't know.
Yeah.
And then you don't know what you're really getting. If you've ever talked to agents before, they feed you a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
That even the player later comes out and says, yeah, that was all bullshit. They just made that shit up. For Jesus Ferreira, when he came out, it's like, yeah, I don't know why my agent said all that. None of it was true. Nobody wanted me. All right. West Ham has stronger interest in Haji Wright, with the Coventry striker fitting the physical profile Nuno wants in January. Ellis Sims has also been watched, but Wright is viewed as the stronger Premier League fit. Not lately. Lately, Sims has looked better than Wright. But, you know, through the whole season, they've been, I think, kind of even. But, yeah, whatever. Either one. Wish him well if he goes.
He's definitely got the physical attributes to be relatively successful.
I think he's more physically the prototype than Sims is.
But I mean, as somebody mentioned, because whoever was in my feed that had this, basically was saying, why would you venture to go to a potentially relegation-bound Premier League team when your EFL side is set most likely to get promoted?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Coventry City's going to get promoted. Now, the only risk is you're thinking, well, we get promoted, they're going to go out and get different players? Maybe. Maybe. I doubt it. I just stay where I am at if I can.
I guess the idea would be that if you go to, West Ham obviously has a history, and maybe they can right the ship and continue at that point. But I mean, you already have quite frankly, you have a dedicated ownership and team and fan base behind you to an extent. When you're not producing, they kind of they're kind of not on your case, or they're kind of on your case. Let me rephrase that.
If West Ham can stay up, they're more likely to stay up than the next season than Coventry City. I'll tell you that much, because the general trend lately is the promoted teams get relegated right away. So
I will say though, having watched Nuno at Forest for half a season, for that one half a season, I will say that Haji does fit Nuno's profile for a striker.
Sure. Nuno's a great coach.
You get your speedy wings, outside strikers, and you have your target striker up top.
Whatever the owner of Nottingham Forest did to make Nuno say what he said, so they had to fire him or get rid of him. Unreal. What a dumbass. Nottingham Forest last season was one of the best teams in the Premier League. And look at them now. Yeah. Garbage. Back to garbage.
You had a thing going for you.
Back to garbage. Nuno is a good coach. He's a good manager. Hold on to him. Mm-hmm. I think Nuno might be able to pull this off with West Ham.
I think if you're gonna bet on somebody, I think he'd be safe.
He'd be the one I'd bet on.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to look at the numbers a little closer than I have at the bottom of the table, but I think West Ham, you would think, would survive this, but long term. But who knows?
Now maybe West Ham needs to go out and get Turner.
Weston needs to go get
it's a Forest joke.
No, okay. Weston McKennie on contract due to expire in June. Hope to stay at Juventus. But if I leave it all in my agent's hands. I'm feeling good, very happy with Spalletti. He's an excellent coach, and the feeling is great. Yeah. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I mean, it's great that he's putting it all in his agent's hands, but last window, how many flubbed options occurred because his agent was holding out for more, or
I'm not sure his agent is really his best friend.
I don't know, man. That's rough, man. That last window is killer.
Yeah, I'm not sure that his agent's really that good, but we'll see.
Now, what's great to know is that Spalletti obviously has gone to bat for him. He came in and immediately went to the board and said, "Hey, I like Weston. I'd like to renew his contract." So I think that there's more. I think it's more likely the case that Juve will re-sign him, maybe to the displeasure of some Juve fans out there.
Fuck them.
As I think Herc posted something, and I go, I was told I was provided on good authority that Juve would never win anything as long as Weston's in the lineup.
Yep, fuck those people.
Maybe Weston's not the problem.
Weston's not the problem. They got other problems, but he's not the problem.
We had to do a post about his assist this weekend, but yeah.
Yep. Wes is not the issue.
MLS Transfer says he has a $10 to $12 million contract waiting for him when he wants to come to MLS.
Don't do it.
It's true. He does have a 10 to 12 guaranteed, probably. But as Common Sense says, who's definitely pro MLS, he goes, "I'm not a general. Don't come to MLS. It's the end of your career. But Wes, don't come to MLS, please God. If anyone on the U.S. men's national team needs the pressure of Europe to thrive, it's Wes.
It's Wes.
That's fair. If let's say Wes comes to MLS. Let's say Greg throws out opens up the pocketbook and brings Wes to Chicago. Let's just say
no, thank you.
I'm just saying he's gonna have the deep dish pizzas with the ranch and all that
Twinkies.
stuff. I'm just saying I don't think that's going to be a good thing for him in his career.
Nope, don't do it.
Sign a new contract, preferably with Juve, since you already have a history there. And then when you're 31, then you can make your move back.
Sure. Yep. Sure. Yeah. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, for sure. Yep. Oh God.
Still Weston talking about in the dressing room after making his 200th appearance. Apparently, he's the only one on the squad that has hit this marker.
All right.
Nobody else in the squad. But I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot to him. That over the course of 5 years, he's managed to impress and hold on to his position with 5 different managers and get 200 caps.
Yep. I mean, we've talked about it on this show endlessly. Yep.
Last bit of information about Weston. He has recorded 21 assists in all competitions for Juventus. Only Juan Quadrado at 26. I could butcher that one. I mean, had it. I knew what it was. Has more for the club since McKinney made his debut in 2020.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not mocking it.
Yeah.
I'm not mocking it. We've just been saying it for so long. It's like, of course. He's good. He's a good player. Damian Downs wants to keep his World Cup chances alive, so I'll move in January. Good luck, Damian.
He needs 2030 World Cup.
Dude, he does, because there is no fucking way you're making this World Cup team. Listen,
sorry, bro.
You fell apart. You've been inactive on the roster now for Southampton for 5 weeks. 4 weeks, a month, somewhere around there. Why you're inactive? It's not because you're injured. That's the weird ass fucking thing. And then all that shit about, I got to get off social media. Blah, blah, blah. That's not helping. All right. So I don't know why you're not on their roster anymore, but I know this: when you did play, you weren't very good. I don't know what happened. And I know it's a new environment, but it is what it is, my brother. And I don't think a move to Hamburg is going to help your situation. Really.
Well, it's not going to help his World Cup situation. He might get more playing time back in Bundesliga 2 than he is at Championship right now.
But he's not making the World Cup team. That's a joke.
Oh, no. 20. Yeah. Well, on top of that, I'm sure Hamburg is interested. But, I mean, Southampton have him through 2029. That's 4 more years. I mean, 3.5 more years.
So Damian Downs didn't say this, to be clear. He didn't say he's doing this to keep his World Cup chances alive. Somebody else said that. That's the poster of this post. Who is that?
Well, I mean, Florian.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, but he got this from Sky Sports Deutschland. Fucking trash. This is trash.
It's just, I mean, again,
he's leaving because he's not playing. That's why he wants to leave. He knows he's got dick's chance of making the U.S. men's national team at this point. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
I hate
but it's like so a move in January might be possible. It doesn't indicate that Damien's pushing for a move in January. He's just saying he wants to keep his World Cup chances alive. Hey, and there's some interest from a second Bundesliga team.
Okay.
So maybe he's going to get a move, and maybe that's going to restart.
Let me read you the parts that are bullshit made up. Damien Downs wants to keep his World Cup chances alive. Bullshit! No, he does not. That is not why he's making a January move. He is moving because he's not getting on where he's at, and it's not working out, and he's not going to start, and he's been inactive for a month, and apparently the team doesn't want anything to do with him right now. That's why he's moving. He's got zero dick's chance of making the U.S. men's national team. He knows it. We know it. That first comment is bullshit. Do not add that into this because that's made up fiction bullshit. That's what that is. Bullshit. I hate posts like this where they infer shit that's not true. Not even remotely true. I don't care if Sky Sports Deutschland said it. They're full of shit. Then you should know it. They're full of shit. Don't post stuff like this. You can post the rest of it, just not the first statement.
Yeah.
Full of shit. FOS.
Real quickly, I want to pull this up here real quick. You remember this video?
Yes.
It came up? Well, apparently got a community note saying that it's in fact AI.
Whoa, really?
I only bring this up because Derek's been on a freaking tirade.
I have been.
For like a week now. It seems like this is AI bullshit, and you're bullshit posting this bullshit, you bullshitter. You know?
Yes, that's what I've been doing. Stop it. Stop filling up my Twitter page with your fucking ridiculous horse shit. All right? And pretending that it's OMG real. Fuck you and fuck the horse you rode in on.
It's the new Twitter meta at this point because they figured out that they can get millions and millions and millions of views for these stupid videos, and they're all blue check mark, which means that Elon's going to be paying them money. They figured out the new meta.
Yeah. I know why they're doing it, and we're all idiots for clicking on it. We are.
I mean, I just scroll past it. I don't actually click on it and watch it. I just know it's bullshit.
It's a view.
I know exactly right. It is a view. You're right.
Yep. Up to Jack. Like, here's another worthless statistic. Okay? Worthless. Anthony Robinson has recorded 17 assists across all competitions for Fulham since the start of the 23-24 season. Okay. The only Premier League defender with more is Pedro Porro. Who fucking cares? He's been injured. He just got back from injury. He's finally fucking playing. All right? We already knew this anyhow from last season where he had a great season. Why are we going backwards to review that? Let's just talk about where he's at now, which is playing 2 games at 90 minutes. That's way more important than his statistics over Pedro Porro. Who fucking cares, dude? He's not a playmaker, by the way. He occasionally makes plays and has assists. He's a great defender and an overall amazing athlete. That's what he is. He's not a playmaker. He's not messy. All right?
Well, I mean, in fairness to the argument here, he's saying that minus Porro, he's the only other back or defender that has that many assists.
Well, congratulate. Fucking, that's great.
He's saying, hey, he's producing a lot as a...
I know that. I watched Fulham all last season, but let me tell you, it has been a massive improvement. But what the focus should be right now is he healthy? Is he healthy? And the answer, that's the focus. The answer right now seems to be yes. That's what's important. I don't care about his stats versus Pedro Porro. And he's not a playmaker. He's a good player who makes better crosses than he used to be. Yeah, that's it. Not a big, nothing else to say here. Some of these posts that I just wonder where they come from. Like the caverns of like, well, what could we say about him? Oh yeah, he's a lot better, or he's a playmaker. He's a much better assister than he used to. Well, then you could say he's a much better assister. He's not a playmaker. Okay? That's what CAMs do. And occasionally He gets an assist in there, but he crosses a lot of balls. So yeah. Now
I forgot to pull this up. I forgot to pull this up back in the day, 9:20. So it's been 30 minutes. Sorry, Miguel.
What would the NFL Classico be the NFL Classico? Packers versus Bears. I have no idea. I've been watching American football since I was 5 years old, but I do not know what. I mean, yes, those are two classic original teams, the Packers and Bears. But I mean, you could say the Raiders and Steelers if you wanted to. I mean, there are all kinds of options here, right? So I don't know what the answer to that one is. Depends on who your team is, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Think so.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So apparently Adams is in fact an MCL injury. He's out for 2-3 months. Likely to be back in end of February, early March area.
Make it March.
So I said, hopefully West can share his secret for speeding healing.
Mm-mm.
And I get Arturo says, here you go, right there. Hello. How you doing?
Squirt, squirt. We'll see.
So, that sucks. That sucks. But I mean, it could be worse, I guess.
I will say don't rush it. That's all I'm going to say. World Cup.
Well, too important. We're a bit biased here, right? I mean, Bournemouth will push it, especially as they're getting closer to the end of the season, and depending where they're at, they're falling in. But I mean, they don't care about the World Cup for Adams in that situation.
Yeah,
but worse than your bias going, yes, don't rush it. Just I don't care if you come back in April. Come on, man.
Yeah, Mr. Dan says, imagine if Banks was Jewish. What the fuck does that have to do with the time of day or how the bread is baked? What the fuck is that?
It does bring an interesting conversation in here, though. So Pete does say another excellent performance by Noah Banks on both sides of the ball. I don't think we fully appreciate how rare it is for a teenage center back to be starter of in the top 5 league. Call him up in March, Poach.
He should. He should call him up for sure.
Ralph Breaks the Internet says, yeah, call him up because he had a good game versus, check notes, Werder Bremen.
Like what? Werder Bremen's complete trash?
I think they're like 8th in the league right now.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
I don't know what he's trying to get at here. I mean,
I don't either. I don't know what tree he's barking up, but there are no squirrels in it.
He is a big MLS dude though, from what I've seen.
Guys that go out of their way to not have any balance in the reporting or how they view MLS, usually will make comments like this. So that makes sense.
Spider's Lawn says, what kind of nerd writes checks notes? There's a specific type of person on the interwebs that does stuff like that. That and the clap in between each word.
Well, in this case, to be really specific about this poster, he tattoos his notes on his penis, and it's really hard to see. So it's very small because the penis, there's not much space on it. So yes, he checks his notes, but it takes him some time to come to his conclusions. But yeah,
fair enough.
He's a Reddit mod. Well, that explains a lot.
Well, I think he's saying that's the type of person that does it, is a Reddit mod.
No, I wouldn't doubt if he were a Reddit mod.
I don't know, but Poach called him in. Poach called Banks in during the Gold Cup, I think.
Didn't play though.
No, because he picked up a knock and he was out or something like that. There was a reason why he didn't play.
No, he was on the bench when we were at the Japan game. He didn't play.
Oh, that's right. It's that window. But I'm pretty positive, though, it's because he picked up a knock.
No.
Pretty sure.
Nope. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I remember a player came in, you're like, is that Nokai Banks? Nope, that's not Nokai Banks. Pretty sure he had an injury. Pretty sure he picked up a knock.
All right. Well, okay. That's fine. But,
do you think Blackman could be playing in Augsburg right now?
No, I don't.
He sure played.
At this point, I don't know. I doubt it. If Tristan Blackman would be starting for Augsburg. I doubt it. But I know one thing. This is the teenager, and he's already good enough. And I watched the game, by the way, and he's pretty fucking impressive, if you ask me. Okay. Any German name can be Jewish? No, it cannot, Larry. It cannot. All right? It's not true. Although, I guess, in a way, you've got a point. Depends on the birth. And, for instance, Volrath is not a very Jewish name, but I suppose it could be, right? If his mother was Jewish and his father was German. So then you get it, have a very German name passed down. So that would go for anything or anybody then, right? So why are we doing the German thing?
Yeah.
That literally could be anybody. Brett's mom could be Jewish and his father could be Celtic. But he, by birth, by Jewish law, he would be Jewish. That's not true because he doesn't have a Jewish mother, Brett.
Polish and Celtic. Pretty close.
Yep. So, and his name would still be Corbett, which doesn't sound very Jewish at all. All right. Anyhow, that is what it is. Yanks abroad report. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. This midweek report, Reyna went 65 minutes, and I don't know if you watched it. I did.
At work, couldn't. I mean, I could go back and rewatch it, but I saw it was a 2-0 loss, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, here's how I felt the whole game. Do something. Pass it to him. Same thing. Same shit.
Same shit, huh?
Yes. Same shit. Nothing's changed. Doesn't touch the ball enough. Doesn't make any errors. But, you know.
If you don't get the ball, then even if you don't make enough, even if you don't make errors, you just can't make anything happen.
I mean, Dortmund dominated most parts of the game.
Expected, though.
Yeah. And then Scally was fine. Tillman. Yeah. Exactly. Actually, Scally did more than Reyna did. That's
well, I mean, I looked on the on FotMob, whatever how you want to word it.
FotMob.
I like FotMob. Sounds better than Fot.
Yep.
Whatever. They had Reyna on the right. Was Reyna playing on the right?
Nope, not that I remember.
I didn't think so. I thought that would have been strange, but I was like, all of a sudden he's playing next to Marco. And I was like, oh, maybe they're trying to get them to combine. Yep. And, you know, he's already got a connection with Scally. That should be a good connection. The chemistry on the right should have been solid.
Yep. Larry's going on a rant about Jewish names. Ross
Larry, he kind of leaned in and said you're right to an extent.
I said you were right, yeah. Are you stupid, Larry? Are you stupid?
Accept the W and move on, bro.
Accept the W, dumbass. All right. All right. Tillman went 90 minutes for a win. And he played more as a deep line center midfielder. It was weird watching it. Not as one of the CAMs. And then Montrell Colbreth came in, a German American, and scored a goal for Bayer Leverkusen. Huh?
It was the debut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now we're going to go on the Nathaniel Brown thing for this guy at some point.
You got Malik there to pour honey into his ear.
That might help. Brendan Aronson went 77 for Leeds in a win over Richardson, the not doing very well recently Crystal Palace.
I mean, I saw the rate. I didn't watch the match by any means, but I saw the ratings, and it looked like Richards had a game to forget.
Yeah, he did, but so did Brendan Aronson. Okay, let me be fair. Brendan Aronson did the normal stuff that he does. He ran around a lot, was very energetic, but provided absolutely zero going forward.
Did he have an armband?
No.
I saw this next to his name. I was so weird. I was like, wait a second, what the hell?
No, I didn't see it. I don't remember seeing that. Banks, we already talked about 90 minutes and a tie. Lund, 90 minutes and a loss for Kern. Tillman, we already talked about that. McKennie, an assist in 90 minutes for Juventus. Love the assist, by the way. Reynolds, And a great game by McKenny. Reynolds, 90 minutes, and Yao was in the 18, didn't play, in a win for Westerlo. Sargent still injured with a concussion. Right, Wright went 82 and hit their tie versus Dominique Downs' Southampton. Downs inactive again, as we
Real
talked
quick,
about earlier. Yeah,
just to cover what I was talking about, the captain and Aronson. The way that my phone had it set up, the C looked like it was over Aronson's name, but it's actually the guy who plays as a center mid.
Okay. There's no way he was captain.
I couldn't imagine, but still.
No way. Aiden Morris is still injured. Left testicular injury. He'll be back soon.
The worst type, too.
Yeah, the left testicle. Ajimon, 90 minutes and in a tie for Derby. Wasn't good, wasn't bad. He kind of caused the own goal.
I mean, he was there. I mean, if the guy didn't knock it in, he would have knocked it in. At least we assume, but I would have assumed. I would have put money on him knocking that in if the guy didn't get the own goal.
And I'm not even making giraffe jokes here because he went to ground for a reason there. He didn't fall over. Right.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely pressure trying to get to the ball. And
absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Well, I just say that because Tack made a joke about it.
Yeah,
but
nobody in that reference.
Yeah. Sands, 90 minute in a tie versus Leonard Maloney's Mines, who was in the 18 and didn't play.
I was about to ask, yep.
The most fucked up game I have watched. Like, my mind was going, what is this that I am watching here formation wise? I think I even sent you a message. Like, I think St. Pauli played a 3-3-3-1, right? Is that what I sent you?
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm like, it took my brain. Like, I was watching the game going, this is some weird shit. And then, let's see, the other team played Mines played a 3-3. No, St. Pauli played a 3-3-2-2. Mines played a 3-3-3-1. I couldn't figure it out. And then I did figure it out by the end of the first half. Like, I had written it down. I'm like, okay, I got it. I figured out what they're doing. Oh my God, this is so weird. And then I texted you because I'm like, you got to watch this. This is the weirdest fucking lineups I've ever seen, the way their formations are put out there. And then I got it confirmed on US Soccer Way. They had exactly what I wrote down. So I'm like, I'm not insane. And I took a picture of it and sent it to you because I'm like, thank God I didn't lose my mind there. Okay. Pepe got a goal from Dest with the assists. Pepe 89 minutes, Dest 90. I like the goal, but I'd like to see Pepe be more involved in the game than he was. That was kind of a rough watch today. Dest was pretty good, but Pepe just wasn't getting much action. I want more action. Musa went 90 for Atalanta, so this is good news.
Yes.
Booth still injured for Fuente. Johnny Cardosa still all riding pine for 90. Not good for him. Puxa still inactive. We all know why. They're gonna sell him. They don't want him to get hurt, so they're not playing him. He's not injured. Balogun in the cup game, 90 minutes in a win. Weah, 69 minutes in a win. And then Tessman, 12 minutes, so he's back from injury. That's good. In a win. EPB, 90 minutes in a loss for Panathinaikos. CCV still injured. Conrad de la Fuente got 11 minutes in second division Spain for Cueta.
I like how we go through the list and everything like that, and then all of a sudden it's Conrad, and you put all this emphasis on there. Conrad de la Fuente.
I only say that because so many people thought he was the next superstar. They did win that game, but not because of Conrad, by the way.
It is a shame. He is dynamic enough that you would have imagined that he could at least have latched on to somebody in some league somewhere.
You would think.
But I guess a dime a dozen, you know.
Jedi, 90 minutes today and a win. All right, I saw we got something passed there.
I was waiting for you to finish it because that has nothing to do with the Yanks Broad. And I was going to wait till the end of it.
Okay. I'm done.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Derek, favorite Prussian. I would say my grandfather, but if I didn't have to, I'd say certainly Blucher would be my favorite Prussian, although there's a number of others I could name. I just like the toughest nails son of a bitch that he was in defeating Napoleon. So had to be a tough dude. Brett Barron's not a bad pick, by the way.
Yeah.
I did not know specifically that he was Prussian, but now that I remember his name, his real name, that does make sense. Wasn't the guy who tried to assassinate Hitler?
You are talking to the wrong person as far as history is concerned. That neck of the woods.
The guy that tried to assassinate Hitler was also Prussian. Von Schaufenberg, I believe it was. My brain's a little fried.
Von Liechtenstein.
You're just making shit up now. Just making
Von
up
Liechtenstein, isn't that from the movie? The horrible movie. I can't think of the name of it right now, though. But it's from a movie.
Well, there. Von just means of or from.
Sure.
And then it's whatever the town is. So, anyhow, so do you guys ever talk about the title of the video? Oh, yeah.
We're still live. We're going to talk about it at some point here. We got a bunch of. We're going to actually about to go right into it. Actually,
let's do it because I'm running out.
To that point, though, is that it's the main topic.
Here we go.
About it towards the end of it.
Here we go.
Nope. Not quite.
No. Thoughts on Aaronson's performance? It was the same performance that Aaronson's been giving all season when he's on. He's really energetic. He gives you everything he's got, but he's not worth a dime when it comes to providing anything on the final third. Listen, that's just who he is. I'm just used to it at this point. I'm not saying he had a bad game. I'm just saying because he didn't. He put in the effort. I was proud of him. I just think that the one thing he lacks to be an actual Premier League regular player is talent in the final third. And maybe
final decision. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not calm, cool, and collected. Will Colbreth play for the USMNT national team? If he's not good enough for the German one, he will. If he's actually good. Unpopular opinion, but I don't want Poach to continue. He doesn't recruit dual nats. Yeah, he's clearly said that's not his job, and he's not doing it.
I mean, I know he made the comment when he first joined that they have a plan to extend past the 2026 if they deem they want to. But I'm not 100% positive that he's that interested in continuing either.
I'd be shocked if he stayed.
There's too much smoke around all the other teams in Europe that are rumored to be interested in him. That there's not going to be some EPL side that's just going to come up and snag him.
Yeah. Yep. Schaffelberg.
I don't know. I
thought it was Schaufenberg, but I might be right. You might be. I mean, my memory's not the greatest.
A Knight's Tale is the movie I was referring to. As in von Liechtenstein.
I thought it was Schaufenberg who attempted the assassination of Hitler in the bunker. Anyhow.
All right. So on to the actual topic itself. We've got the 100 best male footballers in the world 2025. They do this list every year.
And again, Pulisic didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Not again. He made it 2024. He was number 95. I was going to bring this up, but I mean,
he was.
Again. We've got a whole spiel here.
Okay, no, go for it. Explain how it's done too.
So there are 219 people who vote. On this list. And they vote. They're top 100 players.
It's the Guardian, by the way.
Yeah. And so I think they just do top 40, I think is what they do. And, if they're the top player listed at 40 gets 40 points, 39 gets 39, etc., all the way down. And so you pick the players, and then they take the overall score as far as who has the highest score of these 219 people.
But they only get to pick 40.
Yeah.
Each. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means okay. So just starters there, Brett.
Yeah.
Christian Pulisic's not a top 40 player. It's not going to make hardly anybody's list. He's not a top 40. He's like in the 60s.
I mean, you could list. I mean, Depends
well,
how you want
regardless, he's not a top 40 player, so he's not going to end up on many people's lists. So now it's just an argument between people arguing who the top 40 are, and the guys that get the least votes in the top 40 end up at the bottom of the list.
I think it depends on who you have in the conversation itself. I mean, you talk to any number of American fans, and there may be people who may be like, oh, he's not within the top 40. Then there's going to be a number of people who are going to be like, oh, yeah, he's top 15, top 20.
Well,
you know, it just depends on who you're talking to, but there's going to be a whole wide variety, and we'll go over the list here shortly. And not actually diving into the people, because I don't know who 99.9999% of them are, but they all have their list, and quite frankly, judging by the point spread, they're all pretty consistent as far as who they think
the top 40 are.
Yeah,
right. But if you ask these people to produce a list of their top 100, they might include Pulisic in it. There is a better chance he would be in the list if they said, give us your top 100. Instead, they say, give us your top 40. Like that limits it. So now the stragglers of who didn't get into the top 40 end up in filling out 50 on up, right? You have all that information, but
yeah, so he's got in the 40s, some 32s, 35s, 34. But you see all the blanks in there. Those are the people that didn't have him listed in there. There was a guy who had him listed as 15. It's probably the highest one he had.
Whoa.
27, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's all there.
So they're not all idiots. It's just not enough people agree.
Listen to the top. Again, there's just not enough people that say, "Hey, he's within the top 40."
But a lot did. I mean, not a lot, but a good handful did, for sure. Right?
Inward says, okay. He was named 39 in the best of in the World Cup list, a list a week ago. So he was named 39th on the best in the World Cup in a list a week ago.
Well, that's fine, but if he's listed there, why not here? I guess again, you're going to pick 10 players for every position: 10 left backs, 10 goalkeepers, 10 right backs, 10 center backs, another 10 center backs. Maybe theoretically that's how you're doing it.
Well, so again, they're only listing 40. So I don't think the people are even going that far into it, because there's not. I mean, there may be X amount of goalkeepers total in there, but as a comparison, there may be more attacking players than defenders. I don't know. I didn't go through all the list to verify. I will say he is listed at 116th in this list.
So, but McTominay, who Colin Reese is 19th? 19th?
I think yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a little fucking weird.
Just after Jude. Yeah.
What? I don't get that. I really don't.
Hey, he's playing for Napoli. He's doing good there, I guess.
I guess. Where is Leao?
Ooh, we gotta go down the list for him.
Ooh, he's way down.
Yep. Keep it going. Probably could just do a search for him. It'd be easier than this.
Wow.
There he is, right there, 91st.
Oh my God. Well, if you think that Leao is the 91st best player in the world, I suppose you don't like AC Milan much.
Nico Paz is listed at 86. I mean, I understand that he's young and starting for Como and all and doing decent. He's good for Como, I guess. But I mean, I don't know.
I am finding.
I think a lot of the 219 are also looking at some of these players as high prospects too. They're doing good at such a young age, which means they're going to be X over here. You know.
Well, that's fine, but it shouldn't be that way. We're just outright looking for the top 100 players in the world, not what they could be, what they are, and that's bullshit if that's what they're doing. And for Leao to be at 91, I can only imagine he might be one of the highest ranked AC Milan players on this list. And then I noticed that
he's the only AC Milan player on the list.
That's bullshit. There's no way that is possible.
To go over a quick list, I guess. Arsenal have 10 players on the list. Barca have 8. Munich has 6. Chelsea has 6. Inter has 8.
Good fucking Christ! You're telling me Inter Milan is that much better than AC Milan. Is that what you're telling me? Because that's not what the games I watched told me.
Liverpool has 9, City has 9, PSG has 10, Real Madrid has 8. And there are other stragglers, but those are the big ones and everything. The EPL has 41 players on the list, which makes sense. La Liga's next with 21. Then you have Serie A with 14, oddly enough, most of which being Inter. And Napoli, for that matter. Then you have Ligue 1 at 12, and then Bundesliga at 8.
All right, well, I got a conclusion then. This list sucks. This list sucks.
And here's the thing. Pulisic has a total of like 519 minutes in league right now because he's been injured for a month.
Right.
He's got 7 goals, 2 assists. He's the second in goals for the league. He's the top of goals per 90. He's top of expected goals and expected assists. He's 12th in the highest ratings of the league. Yep. And yet he's 116th because reasons.
Yeah. I know that the season before, AC Milan had a pretty crummy season. Maybe that's what this is all about.
But the season before, he was listed at 95th.
Guess he's getting worse, Brett.
Here's the thing, though. In the 2,600 minutes he logged last season, he had 11 goals, and I forgot the amount of assists. In 1/5 of the time frame, he's almost caught up to that. He's 4 goals away from catching up to it, and he's only played 1/5 of the minutes.
Yeah. Well,
this season alone is significantly better than last season for him.
I don't know who are all these people that they're asking to make these picks, but half of them are idiots, it sounds like.
Yeah, so we got former players. Oh, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here just so maybe you see somebody you want to bring up. You can. So here's former players.
Still pretty small.
Oh, hold on.
Whoop. Oh, Thomas Hitzelsberger. I know him. Philip Lahm. We know him. No, we know all these guys, actually.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Former players. Hopefully they're going to be the crop players. You got coaches and technical staff. And you saw how small the list of the players were of the 219.
Yeah.
Coaching staff seems smaller. But then you have the media.
Oh, my God. Good God. Well, no wonder. No wonder.
Oh, man.
Pulisic got left off. So there you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a popularity contest. That's all it is. Yep. This is hey, who do you think the top 40 players are? And they're going to be like, hey, I like this guy, I like this guy, I like this guy. And they're, of course, you look at top 20, top 30, and you can say, cool, I agree. But I mean, again, Pulisic's had a resurgence with AC Milan. You know, you can say what you want about his time at Chelsea, but he has had a resurgence at AC Milan. He's having arguably one of his best seasons, production-wise at least, for the limited minutes he's played.
Where are they on the table right now? I guess none of that counts, huh? None of that counts. Yeah, they had
what are they in the third? Second. They're tied second. They're above
second.
Napoli. They're 1 point under Inter right now.
Yep. And for the limit time, okay, his last game sucked. I know, I watched it. But all right, occasionally you have a bad game, but that's not been the case for all the other games he's come in and played. So whatever. All right, just we don't care. I don't care what the Guardian has to say about shit anything anyhow. Fuck those guys. Serie A should feel disrespected as Christian Pulisic. It's laughable. It laughable. It laughable, says Hercules.
But not everybody agrees with us. There are people out there who say, yeah, it makes sense why he's not on the list.
Okay.
343 says this is correct. Americans simply can't see it.
I don't know if that's anything to do with us being American at all. None. I watch the games. I watch a lot of games. So I don't think it has anything to do about Americanness.
All the news coming out of Milan is basically saying that Pulisic is off the table as far as leaving Milan. They're going to do everything they can to re-sign him and get him back on there, that there's just no chance that they're wanting to lose him. And I don't know.
Well,
a
as
lot of players, I guess.
Colin says, if McTominay is 19th, we've got some things to talk about here, honestly. Yeah. I don't know how he's 19th. To me, makes no sense, but hey, whatever. Floats your boat, Guardian. Fucking idiots. And all the idiots, all the media idiots that probably ruined this. I'm sure the former players and coaches provided the real votes, but
again, there's some randoms out there, like we saw with Yildiz is the only Juventus player on the list. You got Nico Paz, which is
you got listen. I don't know RS Keita. I don't watch Brazilian soccer, so I don't know how great he is at Flamengo. But if he's so fucking great, why isn't he playing for a great team somewhere in Europe? Why is he at Flamengo? All I can ask, simple question, why hasn't somebody picked his ass up, whether it be Man United, Man City, fucking Juventus, if he's that goddamn good? Why is he still playing in Brazil?
Yeah, well, I mean, and like I said, I gave the list of the teams and how many, the top teams that have all the players. There's roughly about 8 to 9 different teams that almost have 10 players on it. I mean, that half the list is almost the entire list is consumed by 9 different teams. So I feel like to an extent, these people are just looking at Man City, PSG, Inter Miami actually has a player on the list, by the way.
Messi.
But I just feel like they looked at the top teams and they're like, yep, these are the top players. They're ignoring the fact that there may be players that not at the top teams of the leagues, that are equally as good, if not better, than some of the players at the top teams. They just looked at it just screamed, hey, we're looking at the top teams. Yep.
I'm sorry, but isn't AC Milan one of the most classically big clubs in the world? And why does Inter get so much more shine here than AC Milan if you're looking at this past season, this more recent season? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. All right, whatever. Fuck it.
It's a dumb popularity list that I feel like most of the people just went there and just said, no, these people are in the top teams. They're best.
Yep. Please, God, tell me you don't have like 8 other tabs.
Well, I mean, there are 8 other tabs up there. We already gone over them.
Oh, good.
I just didn't close any out while we're going, just in case we had to go back and revert to some.
You had me scared there for a second. All right, people, we will be back next Monday. We'll probably do another show midweek, so please do look for the Thursday midweek shows that we're putting them out. They're recorded. You're not going to be there, but hey, there's some good content in the last one that we just did. So if you missed it, go back and watch it. Okay. We have to do this because if we don't, we're going to continue to get punished by YouTube. They're going to continue to punish us. So we have to make recorded content. They do not like the fact that we were doing recorded content at all.
We posted a video on Thursday that had to deal with Megan Rapinoe talking about the slogan, and then what was the other topic that went with that?
I don't know.
The fan zone. I had to talk about the fan zone. We posted this video. It was a good video. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We lost a sub.
Oh, because we agreed.
I think having Megan on the thumbnail, people are that one dude was just like unsub.
Yep. I guess on the rare occasion you agree with Megan Rapinoe, you just get unsubbed. So, all right.
Jackie wants to know if the Colts are going to make a comeback.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible, and I'm going to watch the rest of it. But for the 220 of you who've been here, make sure you like, subscribe, make a comment somewhere out there and in the show when it's posted up so it helps the algorithm. All right. We will see you on Monday. Until then, have a great week.
That hurt.
Blowjobs are a no for me.
It is a skill. It is a practice skill. It is a necessary skill.
The secret to a great blowjob is saliva, saliva, saliva.
It's important for us to learn from this because I think we lose because we beat ourselves.
You need to swallow it too.
I understand the problem here.
The people don't understand esophagus is the main player of the game.
Try to stay away from it as much as I can.
You can start by licking the dimples.
I didn't understand it, but
Patrick Agyemang to Bambi or a newborn giraffe or what.